Hi there. I want to talk about how this recession that we are facing because of the virus and all that can actually be an opportunity. As human beings, we are good at one thing, well, maybe several things, but we are especially good at adapting. The environment is always changing, and if you look at us, I mean, human beings, we are very fragile. We have no sharp claws, no sharp teeth, no fur. So we have, as a species, learned to adapt. And now that we're facing a recession, it's an opportunity, actually. But before I get to that, let me get the kettle on, and also I'm going to read from a news article. Actually, I'm going to translate because it's in Norwegian, and it's about how bad things have actually gotten. I'll explain. Let me get the kettle on. We'll have some chocolate coffee this morning as well. Although it's a wonderful morning. It's chilly during the night times and it's warm and sunny. It's going to be a wonderful day. Okay, so at the moment it seems like everyone is screaming for guarantees, and they want the governments now to guarantee their income. They want a guarantee for, well, they want security. People want security. It's not rocket science, okay? But the governments can only, we all know this, can only support people for so long. You know, it's not going to last. Right now things are going in the wrong direction. Not talking about the virus itself, I am talking about how, this is a difficult word to pronounce for a Norwegian, authoritarian rule seems to be spreading around the world. In a matter of not days but hours, actually, new laws are implemented, and I'll read some examples. Now this is from a Norwegian newspaper called VG. It's, I believe, the largest Norwegian newspaper. I haven't checked the sources, but it is mostly trustworthy, usually in this newspaper. So let me just give you these examples that they list here. Extreme measures taken around the world to combat the virus. In Nepal, you will be caged. You will be actually put in a cage in public if you break the quarantine rules. In the Philippines, their fine president, Rodrigo Duterte, he says that if you break the quarantine rules, you will be shot. In Panama and Peru, there are now rules, gender separation. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, only men can be outside of their homes. Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, women can go outside. In Poland, if you are in isolation, it says you have to take a selfie not to risk having the police on your door to check on you, what's going on. It says here, if you're in quarantine, you must download I think it's a tracking app, or the police will come. And when you get a message to take a selfie, you have to take a selfie within 20 minutes. The tracking app thing seems to be very popular, how they are implementing the tracking apps. The governments, they love to track people, it seems. In South Korea, in Iran, in Israel, they are now tracking you. In Austria, Belgium, Italy, Germany, the telecom companies will now share the information about where you're moving to the governments. They say it's totally anonymous. Yeah, right. In Taiwan, they use mobile data to make an electronic fence, and the police and the authorities will be told if you leave your home or if you turn off your mobile phone. And then if you do that, you have 15 minutes and then the police will come. In Vietnam, there's a similar tracking app. In Singapore, also tracking app. In Hong Kong, electronic tag on you. So they put a tag on you. I think we all understand that the freedoms that are taken away from us now, it's not necessarily freedoms that will be given back to us. So this is dangerous. This is dangerous. We are losing our freedom. As I speak now, we are losing our freedom. We cannot allow that to happen. We have seen a move towards more authoritarian rule for a long time now. And the mobile phone technology will be the tool to do that. We're going to have to make a choice now. Do we choose between freedom or tyranny? It doesn't seem like a very difficult choice, does it? But tyranny is never named tyranny. It goes under other names. It's called financial guarantees. It's called for the common good, to combat the virus, to fight the pandemic. It's called safety. And but it's funny, you know, because if you look back at history, and you don't have to look very far back, totalitarian rules, it's usually been supported by the people who thought they had something to gain from it. But at the end, you know, when it all had played out, all the wealth gets concentrated on, very few hands. There is only one way to go about this. There is only one sensible choice. We have to choose freedom, and we have to accept the recession that is now coming. We have to accept personal responsibility. Many people will have to find something else to do. I mean, there are professions now that will likely not be needed in the coming years. We must never accept to trade our freedom for material comfort. Many people will be willing to do that, and they will want that. They will want to have the life they knew before this happened. They will want their TV shows and their comfort food And as long as they have that, they will accept being tracked, they will accept all kinds of rules and regulations. But it's a crime. If you accept that, I mean, you're committing a crime. You're committing a crime against the next generations, because they will at some point have to fight to regain the freedom of their forefathers. Now, I'm being very melodramatic here, but it is actually that we are actually talking about that now. It's quite dramatic what's happening now. And yeah, this is important, and rather than complaining and demanding guarantees from the governments, we should look at this as an opportunity. If you think that, you know, you have a great idea, you want to, you know, start your own business, maybe this is the time. I don't know, but I just want everyone to think about that. It's actually something you can do still. Yeah. I think we will learn from this. I think in a way this is healthy. But we need to come out of this without having lost our freedom. Don't download any such tracking app. I mean, don't do it. I know it's to stop the spread of the virus, they say. It's to learn about how the virus is spreading. Yeah, I know. That's probably true as well. But guess what? They are learning more than that. They are learning about your movements. They are learning about your habits. They're learning lots of stuff now. Very convenient. Now, if you have been following this channel, you know that I make quite a few videos about the Viking age, Viking mentality. Some of you don't like that I use the word Viking, but you know, that's a different discussion. And the Vikings, they adapted, didn't they? When they had to, they traveled. They traveled to other countries and settled there as farmers mostly. And they did that because they saw the opportunities. And they heard about the opportunities that awaited across the ocean, you know. We should not be afraid of what's happening now. We should look at this as an opportunity for change. That's the way I see it. Okay, that was all I wanted to say about this today. I will be back with more videos in the coming weeks, and if you're a subscriber, thanks a lot. There is a longer version of this video in the members section, so if you want to check out that, then please click on the member or join tab. So, okay, skål, and have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Bye.